Liability insurance, Kristen?
I updated our existing document with some new information, which is in the board packet, which is in red, as I've done in the last board meeting. All of the other cooperatives that I was looking into, the board had asked me previously to look into other cooperatives that are available at the state, and I did confirm the last one is also run by Gallagher. And so it seems like if we're going to go with a co-op, one of the two best options are probably the ones that I presented initially, click or skip, but we do have the other option as well that the subcommittee or sub-advisory council will need to consider. Additionally, I wanted to notify the board that I did find out from ISIC, which is our current liability insurance, that they will not be going out to the market for renewal. Their initial plan was possibly going out and presenting that to the co-op to see what they wanted to do in regards to the next year. The co-op has decided that that's probably not the best use of time, and so I don't see how the co-op wouldn't fold at this point. We haven't had a meeting. That's the latest update. So we will need to make a decision in the next 2 months, as Dr. Skink has previously said, to decide and get some direction from the board as to which option we will be going with.
Kristen, there was a thing that came out today to superintendents. I don't know if you saw it.
I did. So there was a thing that was sent to the superintendents from our legal counsel about whether or not COVID, is this what you're talking about?
Yeah, that superintendents should be checking with their cooperatives, because there have been some cooperatives that said that you need to check liability coverage.
Correct. So I've already emailed our cooperative. They are confirming that they believe that we would be covered if somebody were to file a claim in regards to COVID or lawsuit on behalf of the district. And then I also reached out to the 2 new co-ops that we would potentially join. I haven't reached out to Alliant yet, and Click, I believe, is the co-op that our legal counsel was referring to, and so we would not be covered. I have yet to hear back from Skip, the other co-op, but again, this was at like 6:30 tonight.
Okay. I think that's important as we move forward. So you anticipate bringing the insurance advisory council together before August? Or do you anticipate that being, I mean, we should probably get with Mr. Durkin and finalize our plan, and then make sure we can arrange it with Ms. Zalis' schedule.
Yeah, I think certainly, even if we don't make a final decision, but I have some direction, I can, like, even if we just pick one of the 2 cooperatives, then I can get a quote from that cooperative, and then we can look at Alliant, or any direction from the board would help. Right now, I cannot get a quote from both cooperatives, as they won't compete against one another. So some direction from the board, I think, would be helpful in that regard.
Direction from the board or advisory council? I think.
Sorry, the sub-advisory council.
There we go. Okay. All right. All right, well, we should either do a Zoom then or a meeting with them before the August meeting. Okay. So we can update the board on what we're pursuing.
I would be surprised if there were not exclusions.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're seeing, Bill, but I'm seeing exclusions everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much every policy that I've looked at, for all different types of businesses, have exclusions, just basic virus exclusions that have been embedded in these policies going back to the SARS outbreak. So, if it's not on policies currently, which if it isn't, it's going to be very rare, it will be on the upcoming renewal, because insurance companies, they don't want to pay out defense costs for this. And I don't know how all this stuff ties into the Immunity Act. If we have in-class learning, somebody gets exposed, I leave that to the legal counsel for direction on that.
I think that's part of the reason that they're having us do this resolution that's on there. Because there was one of the tort immunity, showing that we're trying to do this, a formalized plan approved by the board in line with, to the best of our ability, within the governor's recommendations, taking things into
federal
consideration.
guidelines.
Correct.
CDC. Yeah, we still live in, obviously, the most, very plaintiff-friendly county and state. So, what does that mean? I don't know, you know, we just have to, a lot of these things are out of our control. I don't think there's gonna be any virus coverage that you can buy on its own. It's almost like a sure loss. Insurance companies don't know how to price it or underwrite it yet. It just hasn't, there's not enough data available yet to be able to price it, so.
I will certainly forward all 3 responses that I received to the sub-advisory council so that they can see them and see the different approaches and responses that the 3 prospective.
Are they long
Insurance.
responses? I was just gonna say combine them into one PDF and then.
Sure, I
if
haven't
you-
gotten them all
Okay,
yet.
if you put on a text box, click, skip,
Okay.
okay?
Mhm.
So we're sending them just one document, we're not piecemealing it to them.
Sure.
Okay, Wes?